You don't have to be so cautious if you practice what you preach. Counting up the stacks on the counter, I'm fucking busy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you saw from the title, we are going to be doing this Halloween look. It's like a ripped off masquerade mask look. I wanted it to look like the side of the face was like you took the masquerade mask off and it was like glued to your face, so you just rip it off and it's all gory and nasty, 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 nasty. So that's what I try to do. This is actually super fun to create. I thought it was going to be really hard, but it wasn't. There was a few like bumps along the way, but we got to this and I actually really like the way it turned out. I don't want this to be a super long intro because I want you guys to see this Halloween look. This will probably be my last Halloween look. I've only done 2, but I'm not that creative, so I can't think of anything else. Like, I was very proud with this. So if you guys don't like it, that just really sucks for me because I was like really proud of this. I like saw the masquerade mask in Michael's. It was like $5. I was like, oh my God, I need that mask. I need to do this. So that's what I did. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, this gory ripped off masquerade, don't really know what I'm going to call this look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. As you can see, I glued in my eyebrow. This is a very unnecessary step and I'm also dancing. I was getting it. I was feeling this song. You ever had that song? This was my song. Anyways, I glued up my eyebrow because I ended up putting like this scab stuff on. Like I knew I was going to be using the scab stuff and I didn't want to take the chance of it like ripping off my eyebrow. So it was better safe than sorry. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now we are just tracing like where the masquerade mask would have been on that side of my face, just so that I'm able to do like the ripped off skin, the liquid latex, and the blood and scabs and everything on that side. I kind of wanted it to look like I like pulled the masquerade mask off and it was just like my face came off with it. Now we are just going to move straight into the liquid latex. This was actually super easy, guys. So of course you see I have toilet paper. You can use tissue. I didn't have tissue, so your girl used toilet paper. But you're pretty much just going to layer the liquid latex on top of the tissue, on top of the liquid latex, tissue, liquid latex, tissue, liquid latex. I did about like 12 or 13 layers. You could do more, you can do less. You don't need to do that many. However, I really wanted it to be like thick because this was the first time I did it. So, you know, like I said before, better safe than sorry. So this was honestly super easy. Beginner to beginner though, do not put the liquid latex this close to your hairline because it hurts so badly. I tried to take it off and I literally ripped like half my hair out. So like I said, you're just going to want to like layer the liquid latex with the tissue, liquid latex with the tissue until you get your desired length. Like I said, you could do more or you could do less than 12 or 13 layers. I'm pretty sure I did like 12 or 13, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it was a lot, but it didn't take that long. It was actually really easy. Now we are just pulling the liquid latex off of the face. Like I only did like half an inch. If I were to do it again, I would have done like a full inch of it, I think. Like I would have pulled off more just to give it more of like a dramatic, like my skin is really up. But it was super easy. I just used a cuticle pusher. You can use like an actual tool that's meant for this, but this is what I had handy. This is what I was going to use. So I just went back and forth from the cuticle pusher to my hands, cuticle pusher to my hands. Just keep pulling and pulling and pulling at that liquid latex until you get your desired length of skin pullage. Not 100% sure what to call it. Not really good at explaining things, but I feel like watching the video is kind of self-explanatory. There are so many videos on YouTube about liquid latex and how to do like scabs and cuts. So I would go watch one of those and then come back to this just to see the rest. Okay, let's get started on the makeup side. So of course I am just priming my face. You don't have to prime your face, but if I was going out and I was actually doing this on Halloween, I would prime my face just so that the makeup stayed on all night. And now I'm just going in with a foundation. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is like one of my new favorite foundations. I love this foundation. So I'm just using this, and you're just going to put it in the areas where the mask won't be. So your chin, and then you're also going to want to put this all over the liquid latex that you had, just so that the liquid latex doesn't look like that. It looks like your actual skin later on once we bronze and do everything like that. You don't want it to look like just a piece of yellow paper on your face. You want it to look like your skin. That's the whole point of the illusion. Now we're going into bronzer. Guys, when I tell you, you want to be very, very, very heavy-handed with your bronzer when you're doing this, because the Masquerade mask will literally hide what your bronzer is. So you want to like go in just so that you still look sculpted, because the Masquerade mask leaves a shadow. So you want to like create an even deeper shadow. You know what I mean? Now I am going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I am going in with the color Framed. You want to use like burgundies and purples for making like a bruising effect. So I'm just buffing this on the outside of what will be like pulled skin. Once you put the blood on, it doesn't look like this makes a big effect, but I'm telling you it does, so you don't want to skip this step. So like I said, I'm just buffing that like crazy on the outer part of the pulled face. Now I am taking the Snazaroo paint in the color Red, and this is just for like a background color. It's not really like, it's pretty important, because if you didn't have this, you can see skin once you do the actual scabbing, but it's not like super difficult. You literally just paint inside the scab and then you're done. It's very, very easy. Just make sure you get like the actual flaps of the oh, that sounds so gross, but you know what I mean, the actual flaps of like the pulled skin. You want to get inside just so that you don't have like a flesh color in there. You want it to be red, you want it to be dark, so you're just gonna fill in your whole entire eye with that color. Okay guys, for this part right here, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let you guys watch and just listen to some music, because you can do anything you want on this side of the eye. It's not like you don't have to do this. I just did like a more bronzy look just because I thought it looked good with my mask, but you can do anything you want. I am of course using the Jaclyn Hill palette because it's my favorite thing in the whole world. But yeah, I mean, you could do whatever you want. You don't need to copy what I did. Just do whatever fits with whatever you're wearing. Now I'm just taking a purple eyeliner. You can use black if you want, but I would suggest using purple because it looks like you got punched in the face. That's what you want it to look like. You want to look like your eyes like sunken in, because you will have like pulled off skin. So I did use purple, and then I ended up taking the Jaclyn Hill palette in Bling Boss, and I used the color Mystic to also blend out that shadow, just so that it looked like I had like a deep set kind of eye once the scabs and everything were on. Now this is the gory part. So I'm taking this blood scab stuff that I got from Spirit Halloween, and I'm just putting that all in the skin, all over the bread. I ended up taking a brush because it was much easier with a brush, but you want to go in and you just want to like make some parts really thin, some parts really thick. You want to make sure you coat like the whole opening of the actual like rips. You want to coat that whole area just so that it looks super dark, because once this dries, it actually looks really, really realistic. Now I am taking this stuff called Demon Blood. Next time I probably would have got the Vampire Blood that they have, because I know that is more red than what this is. This dries purple. You'll see later on that I struggle with this like crazy. But I don't know. It ends up getting super messy, and I like rub it all over my neck, and then I regret that, so I go to the bathroom and then I wash all that off, and then I just do a few drips. I mean, you'll see. I'll just let you guys watch this. This is obviously very, very easy to do. You just drip it all over your body. There's really no rhyme or reason to it, but don't do as many I did. Just do a few. It looks so much better if you just do a few of them and not like all over the place. You'll get what I'm saying. You'll pick up what I'm putting down when you see what I went through trying to use this stuff. So as you can see, I regretted all that and I went to go wash it off. And now, since that stuff dried kind of purple, I wasn't really like feeling it, even though I know blood kind of dries like this light purple color. I just wasn't liking it. So I ended up taking some of that scab blood that I used earlier and kind of painted very, very, very lightly on those lines just to make it a little bit more red and like darker rather than purple. And right here, I'm just taking like a stippling sponge with foundation on it and just stippling near where the rip starts, just so that it looks more realistic, because it got very, very muddy right there because of all that purple that I started wiping away. So I just wanted to put more foundation there just to kind of blend it in. And with the stippling sponge, it worked really, really well. Okay guys, now onto the mask. This is the last part of the whole video. We are taking spirit gum, and you just want to place that all over your face where you are putting the mask, and then you're going to want to tap it with your finger until it gets really, really tacky, and pretty much your finger is like sticking to your face. That is what activates the spirit gum. You're also going to want to put a full layer of spirit gum on your mask, and then it's pretty easy. All you do is stick the mask to your face, hold it there, and wait until it dries, and it stays on pretty snug. I got all of this stuff from Spirit Halloween. You don't really need expensive stuff. I think all of these 3 things were maybe like $25. Like, that's amazing. So like I said, you're just going to stick the mask to your face and then you're pretty much done with the whole entire look. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. It was a lot of fun to create. I had a lot of fun. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. It did take a long time, but it didn't take that long. So it would definitely be doable for a Halloween look. I really, really love the way it turned out. I love the rips. I love the gore. I love everything about it. I love the Masquerade side. It is just, I really love it. I'm very, very happy with it. So if you guys like this video and if you guys like me, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on that post notification bell so that you guys will be notified whenever I upload a video. And that is pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys recreate this look, please, please, please tag me. All of my like Instagram, Twitter, and that's pretty much all I use, will be down below. So just go follow me on Instagram and tag me in the stuff. If you recreate this, I would really, really love to see your recreations. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I really, really hope that I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.